It is 3:45 in the morning. This one took a little longer because I got about an hour into Theodore Rex and I just couldn't take the whole thing in one sitting. So I switched over and watched Amityville Dollhouse, I guess, in however many sequels of Amityville Horror they have. I didn't have a copy of this myself, but a friend, Patwell, lent me his copy, and so I got to watch it, and it was at least entertaining. It's a very poorly written movie, doesn't really have anything to do with Amityville. I think, in fact, the only thing about it that kind of ties it together is that the dollhouse looks like the movie from the original one. Past that, they're in some unknown area. They don't mention Amityville at all. So it was a very poorly written movie. They introduce a whole bunch of subplots that the house is like torturing them with, and the dollhouse, and none of them are ever resolved really, except for a couple. Most of the characters are okay. There's a little kid that's a little bit annoying, but even he has some okay moments. The best character by far is the zombie dad that torments his son, and it's just hilarious and awesome. It's actually kind of creepy, and in that fact, at least it has that going for it. But other than that, it's not very scary. Like, I hope they didn't try and market this as a horror movie, because it's really not. There's a couple things that happen, like a bug attack, and the dollhouse makes it hot, and it makes a car run over the little kid's present, like her bicycle. Except it does set the one guy's girlfriend on fire, and that part was kind of funny, actually, because it made no sense. Her back got set on fire, and she's just running around screaming, and he's making like drinks for them, so the blender's going, he can't hear her screaming, and the house is making sure the blender's going every time she screams. So that in itself is kind of funny. Not a whole lot of payoff at the end. The father has psychic powers that are never really gone into that much. He has these dreams, and his family died in a fire, and these other people died in a fire, but really nothing ends up coming from that. There are these little dolls inside the house that they look like voodoo dolls, but I don't think they're supposed to be. And it actually, like I said, the payoff is just terrible. At the end, you're like, oh, they go, that's fine. But I can say it was way more entertaining than Theodore Rex was. Unfortunately for me, I have to finish what I started, so I'm gonna go back and watch the last half an hour of Theodore Rex, and I will see you guys in a half an hour. Amityville Dollhouse, entertaining, definitely not a scary movie.